let's do a little impromptu Model X Plaid winter test efficiency. So we reset trip A, we're zeroed out, got to head into work. It's really cold outside. It's static temperature of 24 degrees with the wind chill. It's like 10. It's snowing right now, believe it or not. It's almost like a mist snow. There's obviously snow on the ground, and we're gonna test it out. So what have we done to make this Model X actually a little bit prepared for winter? Let's take a look. So I do live out in the middle of the country. I'm standing on my road right now, and I want you to take a look around. It's nothing but dirt, mud, snow, hundreds of acres. Dirt, mud, snow in every direction. And my driveway is very steep. And my driveway goes up and goes way up, right? So my driveway is steep. So is the Model X, Model Y, Model 3 great in the snow? I'll be honest with you. I'm going to say this and people are going to hate me for it. Tesla products for the everyday driver, if you have the right tires, are the best snow vehicles, period. Hard stop. The only limitation is going to be clearance, right? So on the Model X, when it's in high mode, you have about 9 or maybe 10 inches of clearance. I'll have to measure it later. What have I done? The only thing I've done to this car, besides blacking it out, some interior stuff, is Martian wheels all the way around 20s, Martian 20s, and Michelin all-season tires. I should have went with some snow tires. I got snow tires in a damn way, and I will do another from T Sport line. I think snow tires coming. I will do another review on dedicated snow tires on 19-inch T Sport aluminum wheels, which should be pretty cool. But it's cold as hell right now, I can tell you that. And we have a lot of snow coming. It's going to be snowing all day. The road is hard, man. This is all dirt, gravel, hard packed. The road's been around since the 1700s. It's freezing cold, and there's compacted snow. So we'll give you a good test, the all-wheel drive system, good test of the tires. It's be a good test. Let's see what happens. That's a Colorado Bison right there, one of the really high-end ZR2 trucks. And guess what? I would dust that truck. As long as ground clearance wasn't an issue, I would dust that truck in these conditions. Let me explain. Stupid beanie off, my wife's beanie of all things. I'm just cold, man. So what makes a Tesla absolutely amazing in the snow? And I've had a Tesla now for about 4 years, multiple snowstorms. Check the channel. I got a Model X Plaid going through 10 inches of snow for like 30 miles, legitimately. The all-wheel drive system is unmatched. It just is. I hate to say it, but I love to say it. Tesla's an American company, American made, American produced, and I'm an American, so I got no problem saying Tesla's badass. Ford, you ain't that American no more. Chevy, you ain't that American no more at all. GM, come on. GM, you're breaking everybody's heart. Tesla, keep rocking that American flag, baby. Anyway, so these things are unmatched, man. They're just really unmatched in the snow. Everybody can talk whatever shit they want. It'll beat anything out there. That's just the reality of the situation with the traction system on these cars. This car is dramatically improved over stock because of the rims, super lightweight Martian wheels, 20s. It lets me put a lot thicker tire on there. It lets me put a lot bigger sidewall on it over the 22s that come from the factory. And yeah, it's just a really good platform, and it's a really good delivery vans going by, little all-wheel drive transit right there. It's a really good platform if you have the right tires and your setup. So Michelin all-season Pilots 4S, they're good. It's a good summer slash all-season slash very light snow like we're doing right now. I, by all means, would not consider it a snow tire. However, we got snow tires coming. So where I live, it's about 5 miles of dirt road to get back to hardball, and then about 2 miles of single track hardball to get to the highway. This is all dirt roads, guys. Seems kind of crazy, like you be back here, shouldn't you have a lifted truck? I do. Shouldn't you have a twin turbo V8? I get it, I love them, I have it. But for an everyday commuter platform, Model X Plaid, it's just a really all-around showstopper when you think about it. You can pull up next to damn near any production car, period. Any Lamborghini, any Ferrari. SF90 runs with it, but that's it, right? When it comes to a Porsche, you gotta have a Porsche 911 twin turbo, and that twin turbo better have the best day of its life. But the Tesla Model X Plaid beats it 5 out of 10 times every time. Model S Plaid completely destroys everything I just said. But again, we're talking about a 7-seater SUV. My configuration is a 6-seater SUV. But to have a 6-seater SUV that can go through all this stuff with no problem whatsoever, can go through deeper snow, off-road, you name it, have 6 people. With 6 people, it may not beat some of these cars, but have a 6-seat capability, pull up next to any production car or any production motorcycle and completely embarrass them. And they'll say Tesla's a one-trick pony. That's for idiots that either can't find one, can't get one, or never been in one, man. If you truly have a Model X or Model S there, do anything vehicle, Model S, you can have 5 people, a ton of storage, and still be faster than any production car ever made, period. And they go, well, they don't handle. Have you seen the results with the Model S track pack? Sorry to say, it beats everything. As in everything. As in nothing handles Nuremberg better than a Model S with a track pack. Hard stop on that, right? So it's like, give these cars a chance, guys. For a lot of you out there that could do a Model Y, a Model 3, a used Model X, put some snow tires on it and just have a blast in one of the best winter vehicles you've ever owned, you should consider it. So I made it off of the gravel, dirt roads, and now we're on the single track hardball. This is still nasty, guys. It's freezing cold out here. It's again, oh, can't read that. 25 degrees Fahrenheit, wind chill's about 10. This is not wet road. This is a ton of ice, a ton of black ice. However, again, like, all joking to the side, this is over 1,000 horsepower, over 1,000 foot-pounds of torque car, and I can drive it right now like it's nothing. And, you know, ice, snow, rain, it doesn't matter. I can drive this like a daily commuter, and I do. I daily drive this car almost every day if I'm not driving another vehicle. But that didn't make any sense, right? I daily drive this if I'm not driving. No shit, obviously. Anyway, but it's a great confidence booster car, very easy commuter. If you're doing, you know, 200 miles a day, 250 a day or less, this is like the best all-around car on the platform. You can embarrass people at stoplights. You can humble race bike drivers. You can absolutely wipe the floor with supercar drivers. Don't even think about like Chevys, Dodges, Ford, Mustang, Chevy Camaro, Dodge Charger. I mean, that's a joke. This thing will be doing 120 before those cars are doing 65, literally almost. So, yeah, it's a neat experience. I'm tired, I'm cold. Let's cut this off. Little catch up. We're about 13 miles into my commute. We have gone about 18 minutes and we are averaging just under 3 miles a kilowatt. That's not bad, guys. We have to remember it's cold. It's 27 degrees. The wind chill is 10. I'm doing 60. It's very, very cold outside right now. It is actively kind of snow misting. I don't know how to describe it. It's snowing, but it's almost coming down like a water vapor. It's kind of weird. So not doing too bad. Keeping the heat on 65. Keeping my seated heat on medium. Heated seat on medium. Heated steering wheel on low. It's comfortable, I'm comfortable, vehicle's comfortable, and we're doing okay. So would I like to have 3 miles a kilowatt? Yeah, but 2.9 miles a kilowatt is still hella good when you think about this, a 6-seater SUV driving in sub-freezing temperature. Yeah, it's pretty damn good when you really think about it. That's it, guys. We're getting to the shop. Believe it or not, in my shop, it's gonna have free charges, Voltas around, which is pretty damn cool, man. But 23 miles, 31 minutes, 10-degree weather. And we're averaging 350 kilowatts, which puts us just under 3 miles a kilowatt for this big ass SUV, and that's good. So that's it. Commuter car, yes, awesome. I can drive over there and charge for free. There's a supercharger at Sheetz, literally a couple hundred yards from here. I mean, it's just an all-around cool thing, man. But that's it. Good winter vehicle. Yeah, about the best of the business. About the best you can get. All right, guys, long day at the shop, but that's the normal. We get here in bright sun, we go home when it's dark outside, and it's been snowing like this all day, this kind of misty snow. It is cold. It's air temperature. This is saying 28, but the actual air temperature here is like 24. It says wind chill, feel 12, so it's about 12 degrees. Everything's covered in ice right now. It's no snow. It's like an inch or two of snow, but it's like solid ice. Car was warming up for a long time for me to come out here, so we're not doing very well, right? You see how it says right here, 3 minutes, 400. That's because we were warming up. So again, we're heading home. We have 24 miles on since we unplugged at the house. This is the number right here we want to watch and see how it goes. So we left the house at 80%. We used quite a bit of, you know, I'll explain it later when we stop.
It lets you get...
All right, guys, it is horrible weather going home. This is very dangerous weather. How do I drive? 1 or 2 hands on the wheel, I'm not recording, but 1 hand on the wheel, autopilot on, speed limit's 55, I'm going 47. I normally do 75 on this road, but it is really nasty. The snow is not the part that makes it nasty, guys. It's the temperature. It's 28 degrees, wind chill at about 10 or 12. It's a really dangerous condition, believe it or not. The Tesla gives a tremendous sense of confidence. But let me show you this. Now check these numbers. Everybody that knows Teslas. Look at trip A, where it says 7 miles. My current drive at 14 miles, the number's skewed because I let the car warm up for almost 30 minutes outside because it was covered in ice and snow. That's obviously energy I'm wasting. However, on the highway right now is trip A, and we're doing good, guys. We're doing well over 3 miles a kilowatt. That's amazing, truly amazing. Fastest SUV in the world, and I'm getting 3 miles a kilowatt. That's great. Considering 28 degrees, it's actually like 10. We're into a headwind on snow. The road is wet and frozen ice. These VDOT trucks everywhere trying to treat this. It's really bad driving conditions for efficiency. 285, guys, we are crushing it. 8 miles, averaging 280 kilowatts. That's just going up. Remember, the lower the number on the right, the lower the average energy, the more efficient you're being. So awesome job. Trip A right there, guys, in this weather. Since last charge is where we started this morning. I'm still not doing bad, but that 350, stand by, stand by, stand by. I know, Tesla's getting upset now. There we go, sorry about that. All right, Tesla, I'm back on, Don't knock me off. So I don't like autopilot being on this part of the road, so I'm just gonna stay with this. It gets very twisty up in here in the mountains, and we are climbing elevation right now. You can see how steep this hill is, how the snow is getting a lot deeper on the side there. We're gonna climb about 1,000 feet elevation, literally in half a mile. So when we get to the top of this, we have to be very, very cautious because it can be legitimately 10 degrees colder up top than it is at the bottom. So you gotta watch these idiots, man. Like, no idea what they're doing, but whatever. So, is the Tesla an efficient winter car? Listen, all electric vehicles suffer in the cold, but so do ICE vehicles. Just like they suffer in the heat, just like everything does. The weather affects everything. But you can absolutely, I mean, look at this weather, man. It is bad conditions right now. We're doing okay, though. Pretty damn good, guys. Good stuff.
And in fact,
so we're just wrapping up the last of this climb, getting back up this hill, staying behind VDOT trucks, to be honest with you, because he is salting and sanding right now. So I'm just going slow. It's nice and easy, 31 miles an hour as we climb this elevation. But do I need to? No, I could easily pass him. But this is just being safer, man. Decrease speed, be safe, use every advantage you have. He's laying down salt, he's laying down sand. I'm gonna be right behind him. I'm gonna be a couple hundred yards back and just be safe.
I've done in my drive today.
So this is another really good example of where a Tesla is awesome. We're going down a steep incline right now, guys, but instead of me having to worry about the car accelerating, using gearing, I just lock my foot right where I need it to be on the accelerator, and I use a combination of regenerative braking. You can see the green on right now with very little pressure on the accelerator. The car will not increase speed. And if I need to slow down, I can just slowly let off the accelerator and let it slow down. So I'm actually making energy going downhill on a steep downhill, and I'm doing it while the car is keeping myself under 100% control. Like, I'm coming to a stop right now. I'm literally coming to a halt, right? And I'm on a steep downhill. If you guys know the area, Clayton Hall Road coming off Eberhard Highway, we're about to go on some back roads, and this is going to get nasty, and this is also a steep hill going downhill. I don't have to worry about hitting the brakes. I don't have to worry about downshifting gears. I don't have to worry about hitting the damn paddle shifters in my other cars to start reducing gears and using engine braking so I don't crash. I don't do any of that, guys. I just find a happy medium of pressure on the pedal versus back pressure on the pedal from Tesla, which is the regenerative braking system. And as you can tell here, I'm almost always in the green. Almost always. It's just a little happy mix. It's about to be kind of steep here going down. I'm gonna come way off the accelerator. We're gonna start making power. Again, do I need to? Maybe not. Am I keeping it hyper safe by doing it and eliminating the chance of a slide, a crash, a spin, a fishtail, any of that happening? 100%. So I take the world's fastest SUV, I put it in chill mode. It now has the acceleration kind of like a Toyota Camry or something. I then use regenerative braking to stop, so I'm almost never hitting brakes. And right now, I'm never touching the brake pedal in any capacity whatsoever. The car is simply turning the wheels very slowly, coming to a complete controlled stop. Now we got to cut through town and hit the dirt roads, and these roads are about to get real nasty. Back road to back road to back road. We're almost at the dirt. We're still on hardball right now, but this is a kind of a single track hardball road, not treated. Little to no traffic comes down through these areas. So this is not dangerous if it was warmer. This is nothing. A Honda Civic could do this in warm weather. Any vehicle could. It's nothing. It's a little dusting and I mean, it's a steady snow, but what makes this dangerous right now is the cold temperature. It's brutal, brutally cold. Everything that touches sticks. Every piece of water is black ice. Every bit of snow is freezing to the other snow, making a sheet of ice. This is very, 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 very dangerous right now. And just like that, guys, we are off hardball and we are on a dirt road and embankments on both sides. You gotta be really careful here. If you slide on a dirt road, you got potholes everywhere. Our roads are bad. You slide on a dirt road into an embankment, that's how you flip. That's how you completely destroy your car. If your wheel slides up into one of those embankments on the left and right side, it gets really bad up here, you'll just bust the wheel. I mean, it's not a flat tire. It's like a broken axle, broken CV joint. Like it just breaks everything. So when everything's cold and frozen, you got to be hyper careful. You don't slide into or bump into chaos and you know, do yourself a road of service. The other thing about weather conditions like this, and you see a lot of people that just ignorantly like ignore it, is trying to fix a flat tire, trying to get tire chains on, trying to do anything like that in 10-degree weather with wind and active snow. It's a mother. Like, it's hard. You gotta you better be pretty proficient. Anyway, how's the Tesla do handling this hard compact dirt road? There's about 2 to 3 inches of snow right now. It's all frozen. It's frozen solids, but super steep upcline right here. My driveway is hyper steep too. That'll be a really good test for the car. Wouldn't be nothing to have to park at the bottom, but we'll see how it does. We have turned off our primary dirt road onto a secondary dirt road, and a whole lot more potholes, a whole lot more. It's a rolling hill. It's not like an elevation climb. Oh, that's kind of loud, but it is a rolling hill to get back to my house. So it's just a climb all the way home for the most part. But it's easy. But if the climb is covered in ice and you don't have an all-wheel drive car or you have bad tires, that's where it gets a little hanky. So yeah, you want to watch that. Just keep this climb. Show you the driveway when we get there. These embankments are what I'm talking about. Like, it's pretty unforgiving. I mean, if you go up that embankment right there with some speed, you're gonna flip your car. There's been cars flipped on this road in bad weather. So those are the embankments when you're back in the country and the road is literally only about as wide as 1.5 cars, basically as wide as 1.5 box blades. But you got to really be careful, because if you start sliding through here, it's just unforgiving. You just start, these embankments are 7 feet tall over there, 3 or 4 feet there. This one is a 3-foot embankment going right into a stone wall. So you go up that embankment, you're either going to eat a tree or eat a stone wall, one or the other, right? Really got to be cautious on this stuff. All right, guys, we are on my driveway. My driveway is very steep. There's a part of it that's very damn steep, from Wranglers getting stuck and all kinds of stuff. So I have a little bit of wheel slippage right now. Again, I'm in chill and I'm just holding steady pressure. I'm not going to do any more. I could floor it right now. This part of my driveway is hella steep, guys. See how the car does. See if any warning lights start going off. Just says raising suspension, but it always has to be there anyway. We're climbing, we're climbing, we're climbing. Still climbing. Hasn't missed a beat, not one little thing. Old Model 3. Old Model Y. Not the G-Wagon. That's an old Model Y right there, too. We're a Tesla family, man, but don't get it twisted. We got twin turbo V8s. How funny would it be if I slid in my damn wall? Rear view camera a little dirty. Side view cameras make it super easy to back up, man. Any car camera can get dirty. Tesla does a hell of a good job with their cameras, I can tell you that. Hear that snow binding the tires up a little bit? That's okay. Tires are doing exactly what it's supposed to do, man. It's grabbing the snow and it's gripping the snow against the snow. That's why you hear that sound. All right, let's talk about it. So can a Tesla, hey, that's so far, you know, I'm home, huh? Saw that car pull in. So can a Tesla be a good all-weather car? Yeah. Yeah, Tesla could be a good all-weather car, man. So Rocky, don't come visit if we don't know you're coming, because the same way he jumped in my car to say hi, he will jump on top of your car to not say hi, to do bad things. So definitely always have a trip. Barn cat's here somewhere. So, hey, baby. So come here, baby. Show the fans your face. Come on, baby. So is a Tesla good in the snow? It's amazing in the snow. We've had Teslas for years and years. I've had Teslas in up to a foot of snow. Model S Plaid, just plowing through it like a damn bulldozer. It's an awesome thing. Guys, I like twin turbo V8s. I don't drive a Tesla for efficiency. I drive it because it truly is the best car on the planet as a commuter car. Period, hard stop. So, come on, baby. This is my little, oh, loaded. So we got barn cats. What is he doing? Rocky, come here. We got barn cats. We got Dutch Shepherds. Everybody's hanging out when we get home. Do I recommend Tesla in the snow? I recommend it all day, man. I recommend Tesla in all weather conditions. It's got its flaws, it's got its things, but overall as a vehicle, phenomenal platform. That's the damage, man. Wrapped up the trip. We're in a carport. Cars are protected. The Model Y was doing some miles today. So Model Y is also charging up right now. We'll get mine plugged in. Model 3 had some miles today. That's over there just hanging. It don't need to be charged up right now. Damn sure ain't driving that in the snow, only because I don't want somebody to slide into me. I'm not worried about me crashing, worried about somebody else crashing into me. Rocky, got the damn trash. What the hell's wrong with you, boy? You know, lost your mind, son. So I just shot that review last night about the Model X in the snow, and I came out this morning and we got real snow. And it's cold. It's again in the mid 20s. It says 28, but this was coming out of the garage area, so it's colder than that. And it's deep. We got about 8 inches of snow in the 20s. So be a good test today of the tires in the car. Let's see what happens. All right, guys. So again, they don't really plow where we live. I mean, occasionally they will, but it's like few and far between. So you're gonna kind of see untouched about 8 inches. It's cold. We do have Michelin all season tires on, so we do not have the factory tires. We have 20-inch, much thicker sidewall. The factories come on 22s. We have Michelin all season. Looks like a tree might be down up there. I don't know why that guy's in the middle of the road. It might be up there being, yeah, we got a tree down. We'll figure it out. So that's one thing that happens in the country all the time out here. We get around it quick. So neighbors will come out, rip the tree out with a tractor, cut it up with a chainsaw, tractor, truck, drive over, go around. Everybody helps everybody. So anyway, we're back on the road. So it's cold. The snow is not that big of a deal. It's the cold weather that's a damn big deal. So you want to watch that. But again, we're going up steep hills, guys. These are pretty steep hills. I know the camera's probably not doing it justice, but they are. And we're doing just fine. The Tesla always finds a way to move forward, man. It is wild how good these cars are in snow, but they are legit. They are very good. I know you're gonna say this is like 3 inches of snow. It's not. This is actually about 6 inches on top of 2 inches of ice yesterday. So yeah, we're cooking. We are off the dirt road and on the hardball. But again, with the temperatures being literally in the teens and it just being nasty out here, the hardball's still covered in slick. So how's the Tesla handle like 8 inches of snow on a dirt road? Zero problems. I mean, honestly, one of the best vehicles I've ever had. And I've owned, you name it, we've probably owned it, to be honest with you. I'm not saying that as a brag. I'm just saying, you name it, we've probably owned it. At least the brand, at least a car from the brand. Teslas do absolutely phenomenal in the slop. So again, right here, got a cruiser passing us. I'm not quite sure why it's coming back into here. Odds of him getting stuck are very, very high, but a steep hill and just goes right up, man. The Tesla always finds a way to get traction. It is wild. So now we're off the feeder roads and we're on the main, and I say the main road, still a small road, but the main road to get us back to the highway here. This road is perfectly clear. Any car could make this road, a Civic obviously, and there's zero problem. But where the Tesla gives you absolute peace of mind and confidence is that you do not slip, you do not slide, the back end is not going to kick out, it's not going to happen, especially not when you have a 1,000 horsepower car, right? What other vehicle on the planet with this much power could you simply put in chill mode, drive like a Toyota Corolla, and never ever slip a wheel, lose traction, or have anything happen? It's just a confidence inspiring, no drama, super easy platform in crazy weather. So this is also a very concerning part of my commute, coming down the mountain on the backside. We got about 3 miles of going downhill. Obviously, everything you see, there's no water on the road. It's that's saying 27, but when you check the National Weather Service, it says 23 right here, and it says it feels like 14. It's cold. There is no water moisture on the road. That's all like ice for real. So one of the areas this Tesla is just awesome is maintaining speed using regenerative braking, so you don't have to touch the actual brakes. And just like a magic little thing, this thing will maintain speed going down, going up, no downshift, no brake applications, very controlled, very modulated, very regulated, very confidence inspiring. All right, guys, we are wrapping up this video on the Tesla. Wrapping up this Tesla Model X Plaid winter weather fun review, something very few people do. Okay, guys, again, freezing cold, 20 degrees, standing temperature. It feels like 6. Let me say that again. 20 degrees is what it is with no wind or anything else, but it feels like 6 according to the national weather. We're dealing with hard packed snow, ice. Everything is like concrete out here right now, slicker than hell, packed down. Tesla does well. What are my overall thoughts? Look at that. I mean, it's tough weather, man. Is the Tesla a good commuter in the snow? Yes, absolutely. Why is it better than an ICE vehicle? As long as you're not, you don't need to do 300 miles from your house to work and back. Some of the reasons why the Tesla is so beneficial is that to warm your car up, for example, it's almost instantaneous, guys. Like the cars warm up in a matter of a couple minutes at most. Whereas all my ICE vehicles, they've got to warm up for like 20 minutes. Like you can still get in, it can still be cold as shit on a super cold day. As far as traction, just the reality is, and it's just very true, but there is not a better all-wheel drive system than Tesla. Nothing ever beats it. They test these things all the time. It's far superior to everybody. Superior to Subaru, superior to Mercedes, superior to Jeep, superior to GM, not even remotely close in the tests. I mean, it's just a superior, true four-wheel drive system that all four wheels are legitimately getting power 100% of the time. And I don't think people really understand that enough about Tesla. For example, you cannot take a Tesla on a skid pan. You can't. The car won't let you do it. It's too much traction and it will not allow the slide to happen. So is it a good vehicle for confidence inspiring? You don't have to have a lot of skill. You just jump in the winter and drive. Yeah, it's a really, really good vehicle for that. And I just moved to watch myself out of a damn person and I almost just got stuck. Thank God it didn't. There we go. Again, let the Tesla figure it out. Wheels are moving, about to go down in a ditch and the car pulls itself through. So I would recommend these cars to damn near anybody, man. They're such a good platform for doing winter stuff. Now my driveway is going to be the biggest test and we're going to close it out with that. My driveway is hella steep. It's all ice for the most part. I mean, it's compact snow, so these tires help snow stick to snow to give it a little bit of traction, but we will see. So a lot of times you hear people talk about cars that can like get you back to your cabin when you're talking about high-end all-wheel drive cars. Like take the car to the cabin on the weekend and go see it. Listen, I live in a cabin and I live way back in the mountains. And these are all hills. I'm going up a lot of hills right now, guys. So I live in a cabin. I live way back in the mountains. I live way back off dirt roads. I have to have a vehicle that will confidently get me up through snow, ice, mud, slick rain, and every terrain and do it with absolute precision and reliability. These cars are hard to beat, man. Hate on them all you want. I get it. I love big diesels. I own twin turbo V8s. I get it. I don't drive a Tesla because it's efficient. I drive a Tesla because it keeps me off the grid. It keeps me out of Uncle Sam's gas stations. It lets me be very independent. I don't have to rely on the government to open up fuel pumps. And no matter what people say about it, at the end of the day, this is the fastest SUV ever built in the world. But yet I'm driving it on mountain roads, on dirt, covered in 8 inches of snow, super confidently. Make that make sense. Okay, so the real test is here and we are slipping wheels all over the place. We are on my driveway. My driveway is very steep. Anybody that comes here will vouch for that. My driveway is steep. This is not doing it justice for kind of how this hill goes up here. But I am on solid ice right now. So my driveway is not paved, it is dirt. I need to get off of that portion. Now this portion, I got a portion I need to maintain some traction. It's doing it, dude. I mean, you can't ask for better than what it's doing right now. That G-Wagon and diff lock struggles getting up that. Fact, like for real. And the Tesla just walks up like it's nothing. You hear all that ice crunching? This is solid ice, guys. Crazy. It's crazy cold, man. I'll make this quick. Model X parked. My dog's running. Model 3, you can see right here, covered in snow, parked. Model Y, right out there, covered in snow, parked. We know a lot about Teslas and snow, and we operate these things around the clock. So will it do it? Clearly, yeah. And the fact that I want to take a Model X in snow like this and not a 4x4 squared, that should kind of tell you all you need to know about, is it reliable?